The road to recovery can vary depending on your damage. Your body requires a certain amount of care over time, and there's no shortcut around that. The key is patience and consistency. Once you have healed sufficiently and are in a more stable state, it's just a matter of maintaining this progress. Once damage happens to the discs and vertebrae, it can be permanent. The body always keeps the score. An important question to ask is, how do discs degenerate? The discs act as shock absorbers for the spine and protect the nerves from stress. They depend on proper movement to get fluid and nutrients. Discs have a poor blood supply and thus get most of their nutrients from motion alone. For this reason, discs take a long time to heal. When a vertebra shifts out of position and gets stuck, it prevents normal motion at that level of the spine, and the disc is no longer able to get the nutrients that it needs due to improper movement. Over time, that discs will dry out and rot, which we know as disc degeneration. You might be thinking, well, I'm active and I move a lot. And that may be true, but if subluxation is present, some vertebrae and discs are not moving properly, even though you are. Our goal with adjustments is to restore the motion of the spine as best as possible to halt the degeneration from advancing. Restoring proper function and motion is the key to keeping your spine from failing. When we make an adjustment, we are not only addressing misalignment, but also restoring motion. It is this restoration of motion that keeps the bad discs in your spine from accumulating further damage and degeneration. In the beginning of your care, we see you more often, but then we move towards wellness and reduce the amount of care to sustain your spine's health. Continuing care is always needed as your everyday life constantly stresses your spine. Most people do best with weekly adjustments. Others are able to space it out further for wellness care depending on the amount of damage in their spine. Making your spinal health a priority once your symptoms have subsided is crucial to make sure that you stay well. It's not the major falls and injuries that we see set most people back. It's everyday stress that adds up and puts their spine into a failed state. For example, prolonged looking down at your phone, extended periods of sitting, emotional stress, sleeping in bad positions, bending and lifting things wrong. However, adjustments keep the spine fine-tuned and help people stay on track. It makes no sense to only attend to your car or your teeth once they are failing. For the same reason, because you use your teeth every day, and this implies micro damage. That's why your dentist will say we need to check you in 6 months or whatever. Keeping chiropractic a part of your life is going to keep you able to do all the things that you love.